alert. If you think our streets are getting more dangerous, you may be right. New numbers are out showing an increase in accidents in some areas, including the city of Santa Barbara. But the question is, who's to blame? Tonight, in a News Channel 3 special report, we take a closer look with senior reporter John Palmentary, who drove around for days with his camera rolling. John.
Well, it certainly didn't take long for us to find some horrible driving, dangerous maneuvers, and frankly, people that should not be around right now. They should be in the hospital or badly hurt because of some of the actions they took. You can't lay the blame in one particular place, but we certainly did try to find out who's the worst offender out there, the drivers, the bicyclists, or the pedestrians. For years, we've been on the streets tracking crackdowns on people considered roadway risks. Here, police stop drivers for offenses like going through a crosswalk with a pedestrian. We were with the CHP during a cell phone enforcement effort. Bike riders and skateboarders have been stopped for not following the rules of the road or for riding on sidewalks where it's not allowed. And these days, pedestrians can be problems for being more dialed into their phones than their safety. So we asked you, who's the worst? Drivers, bicyclists, or pedestrians?
Drivers, by far, we suck. We don't stop at stop signs.
That's a common complaint, and it was easy for us to find, like this spot in Montecito.
If I had to pick a top one, from bicyclists, I worry about them the most.
Why?
Because they don't always pay attention and they ride side by side.
And one person said distracted walkers are the worst.
They're in another world. They don't look. So I think they're the worst. Everything, jaywalking, or they'll walk across the street and virtually not even look.
Police say the roadway risks have increased significantly. Injury traffic accidents are up 12% from 2012. Injury bike accidents are up 32% in the last 2 years. We've been rolling our cameras for days on local streets, and the violations are everywhere. Countless times, like right here, a pedestrian is cutting into traffic to cross the street. In the nightclub zone, even on a green light for me, a guy runs right past my front bumper. It was a near collision. In Isla Vista, the land of thousands of bike riders, drivers often find themselves playing defense. 6 bicyclists coming down the street right now. How many are going to stop at this stop sign?
Probably none of them.
She's right. Unbelievably right.
If there's ever a place you can almost be assured that a bicyclist is going to blow through a stop sign, it's here in Isla Vista. As a matter of fact, I don't think anyone's ever seen a bicyclist stop at a stop sign anywhere in Isla Vista.
That lady's not very happy.
On this popular ride to Ojai, one rider says he has seen courtesy at times.
Often drivers will stop and let you go even though you're at a stop sign and they have the right of way.
But another one said
They really go fast on this road.
and he just completely gets out of the way.
Even though you have the right of way on the road and the cars are supposed to wait behind you, people are going so fast, you just sometimes have to get off the road.
From our social media pages, we also asked about worst offenders. Carson said, when bikes or peds mess up, they hurt themselves. When cars mess up, they hurt others. Just something to consider. Ashley said, what about the bicyclists that run stop signs and stoplights? They need to be responsible for their actions as well. Just slow down and follow the rules of the road. Mark said, when I'm on my bike, I assume everybody's out to kill me, always looking around. And John said, bike riders, for sure, riding on the pavement, up one-way streets, wrong side of traffic. Should I go on?
On the paper the other day, people check their cell phones 200 times a day.
Many people say cutting cell phone use would make the roadways much safer.
I don't use a finger, but I've pulled up alongside them with my own phone and gone, hey, how's it going? Hey, and made some stupid gestures too that probably weren't necessary.
When it comes to solutions,
Keep my eyes and ears open, try to do one thing at a time, not all this multitasking. No, it's always watch, look, listen, slow down.
the California Highway Patrol says the #1 cause of a collision in the state of California, according to the CHP, is distracted driving, and that's ahead of drunk or drug driving.
And if you're a bike rider, a great source of information is Santa Barbara's BC Centro or the Bicycle Coalition. They have a nice guide on their website, and they'll help you out. In the course of doing this report, we did see it all. Bike riders all over the roadway and going through stop signs. We even saw a dog at the wheel of a car with the driver. And Saturday night downtown, while I was shooting, a wrong-way driver came towards me on Haley Street. A lot of roadway risks out there. I'm John Palmentary, News Channel 3.